Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be watching Season 2, Episode 9, Fruits Basket in dub. Okay, so I'm obviously excited as always, but I'm even more so because I have been waiting for the dub for this episode for like months, and it's finally here, and it was like a whirlwind of emotions for the past 3 days, because with the past dubs, Funimation has been announcing their release date a few days early, but they did it this time. They released it today. So I went through this weekend thinking, oh my god, it's not coming this week, and I wanted it to come so bad, and I was super sad about that. But then out of nowhere, they're just like, oh, it's going to be released today, and I went nuts because I was expecting it not to be, but it is here. And I'm so happy, but at the same time I'm like, you sprung this on me last minute. Now I have to like emotionally prepare myself for what this episode contains. Yeah. I'm happy, but I'm also like, why? Why'd you have to give us the announcement last minute? But I'm more happy than I am upset. I am so excited. This is an episode that a lot of dub fans have been waiting for. We've been waiting for years for Kyo's English voice to say that he loves Toru, and it's happening in this one. I don't even want to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. But before we do, I am going to take a second to remind you, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel and you end up liking this video, I would really recommend for you to stick around. I do a lot of Fruits Basket related videos here, as well as reactions to the anime, both in sub and dub, so you definitely should stick around if that's something you're interested in seeing. And, well, let's just get right into it.
Kyo!
My name. It sounds special somehow.
I'm gonna be smiling so much, I just know it.
When did that happen?
This is just so much fun!
If something will make you smile, I'd be willing to do it over and over again. When did I start thinking stupid, sappy things like that? And why?
That's what love does to you.
It's almost like I'm...
Oh. By the way, I'm sorry if my computer is being obnoxiously loud. Hopefully that will not be a problem. I'm going into this now thinking I'm not ready, even though I've been waiting for this for months. I'm like, I'm not ready.
I realized there's only one left, which means the rooster must be.
And it's not. We already know that.
How are things going here?
They're great.
But I forgot something. Kyo, you're up.
What?
Akito has requested the dubious pleasure of your presence. I'm sorry.
The way he puts it.
I'm stealing for a little while.
What?
Wow, did you two coordinate that?
Hey, hold on. If I go, then she'll be...
I can't believe it. You've been invited too. This is so wonderful.
Yes.
Right, Kyo? I'm really happy for you.
I won't be too long. Stay out of trouble.
Right. I'll see you in a
Aw,
little
they're so
bit.
sweet.
See, she's happy.
Well, I'm not. At all. You know it's a trap, too, so shut up.
Oh, so scary. Are you ever nice to anyone besides Toru?
It's rare. I think anyone would be soft for her.
What's going on? Why is he here?
Oh my god, my computer's being so loud. I'm
As
so
ever.
sorry.
Go on,
Don't
Kyo.
crank it up.
Akito is waiting. There's no sense in dragging your feet.
It's the same thing that happened before, on New Year's. Don't you see? With us here, she's alone again. Wanna tell me what you guys were thinking? You're all here, and she's back at the vacation house by herself.
Do I really need to point out that you're here too? You can't defy Akito's orders any more than we
That's
can.
the whole reason.
You pretend like you're the noble
But
one.
they're also trying to protect her. That's
I'll warn
why.
you again. Watch yourself. Don't lash out like an idiot.
Right! Screw you! You bastard!
I can't. She got his face like that. He's just like, oh. What's gonna happen?
You should have gone a round or two with him like you usually do. Let him blow off some steam.
No point.
I've had enough. He needs to know his place. So do I, for that matter. This is just who we are. It's time to accept that.
Welcome, Kyo. It's been a while since we've
this
spoken
monster.
face to face.
Again. We gotta go through this again.
What's wrong? Why so shy? You can come in, my pitiful monster.
No monster. He's an
Beat it
angel.
by now. I wonder what they're all doing and if Kyo's having fun. I hope so.
She has no
Everybody
idea.
will sit down for a banquet together.
I won't be long. Stay out of trouble.
I'm so happy for him. And I hope he comes back at least a little happy too.
He did somewhat. It was more of like a bittersweet
How are things
feeling.
going with that wager we made? Go on, admit it. You can't beat him. And you never will. It's impossible. You should know by now. You were made to be inferior. The cat was never meant to defeat the rat.
I mean, she is spilling facts.
And you will never
But it
defeat
doesn't
Yuki.
make it pleasant.
That's how it's always been. How it always will be. Accept it. Those who are born with a spirit are tied to that spirit's destiny. As I've told you before, this is the fate of your lineage. Kyo, you can't escape it.
No. I want nothing to do with that fate. Do you hear me? I'll prove that you're wrong. I'll prove that I'm better than him. I'll beat Yuki. Then you'll see.
Okay, fine. Let's make a bet. Before you graduate from high school, prove you can defeat Yuki. Win and I'll stop calling you a monster. I'll even welcome you as a Zodiac member.
I always say, like,
But
I think
if you can't beat him,
she would have locked you up
then I'll lock
anyway.
you up until the day you
Okay, you
die.
can say spoilers.
If you can't beat him, you really are just a piece of filth. As I've always known you to be.
Well, you're the only one who thinks that.
Looks like I'm going to win our little bet.
What? You can't just assume that. I still have plenty of time left. You don't know anything.
I know exactly what's coming, Kyo. And so should you. How can you still not understand? Or have you forgotten? Is that it? You've deluded yourself so long you can't remember the truth. Let's fix that, shall we? Remember, you're a monster, Kyo. A freak. And because of your twisted nature, your mother is dead.
You're wrong.
Had to pull that card.
I'm not.
I'm gonna get mad all over again.
It wasn't
Why
my
do I
fault.
put
It
myself
most
through
certainly
this?
was. You killed your own mother.
Stop it. Let go. Don't touch me.
I don't take orders from you. Your poor, unfortunate mother. She gave birth to a monster in human skin. And she tried to raise it, to protect it. But in the end, she just couldn't bear the pain. And now her son won't even mourn
I love
her
𝑚𝑎𝑘𝑒's
death.
voice so much. I was like also really excited to hear
Do
her
you
voice
understand
during this
what
part.
your mom did?
So
wasn't an
sinister.
She's dead because she took her own life. Do you realize how much grief you've caused her? Do you know what you've done? Or are you too much of a monster to
It's
see the
not his
truth?
fault, though. Whose fault is it? Take a, rethink that whole
One who
thinking.
should have died was you. Think how much happier everyone would have been if you had.
That's not
Especially
true.
your
I would
mother.
have been devastated.
I killed her. No, please stop. Please just stop. Please. I can't.
Now then, there's something I've been thinking about. 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦 appears to be encouraging these delusions of yours, so maybe this is all her fault.
She doesn't know about any of
Nothing seems to
them.
scare her off, not even seeing your true
At
form.
least not half of them.
No. But how?
An impressive girl, isn't she? She's practically a saint, or an angel.
She's not perfect, though.
She's a monster. Come on. She's just a little too perfect. And that kind of perfection seems wrong. In fact, one might even say it's monstrous. 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦. Most people would run screaming after seeing you in that form. But she didn't even flinch.
You were not there. She was scared. We saw
How can
it.
you even say that? You don't know what happened. You couldn't, because you weren't there to see it. So I don't care what you've heard. Nothing about her is
Exactly.
monstrous. Nothing. You was that night. So don't try and tell me she wasn't. Her hands were shaking. Her voice was trembling. Her skin was cold to the touch. And her face pale with fear. Even so, she stood her ground and refused to run away from me.
Stop talking.
That's right. She was terrified, but she
Shut
didn't
up.
run. She stayed. She held on to me the whole time. She must have known that if she let go, I would never return. If I slipped through her hands, I'd be gone. And no one would be able to bring me back.
And I strongly believe that.
She didn't
She
erase all
pulled
my
a
pain
miracle.
or offer to solve all my problems. She didn't fix everything that was broken. But that's not what I needed anyway. Not really. What mattered most was that she stayed. The littlest things make her happy. She's always smiling, always finding something to laugh about. She's selfless, constantly giving more than she gets in return, never realizing she deserves so much more than what she has.
And we
She
know
thinks
she
she's stupid,
does.
a burden, that there's nothing good about her.
It's a waste of time to think about what you might lose in life, and so the traveler paid no mind to such things. My classmates might think that makes her an idiot, but I don't agree. I think she's kind. So Yuki, Kyo, what do you think? What does your heart tell you? Kyo! Kyo!
I love you. I love you so much. Just as you are.
Crying?
Like,
You are. What's the matter, Kyo?
no words. I'm
Don't
just so
tell
happy.
me. Could it be that you're in love with 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦?
It's like right after the
Too
moment, then
hilarious.
Akito has to like
A
ruin it all.
monster fell in love
You
with
ruin
another
everything.
monster. Stop it. Why are you looking at me like that? None of this is my fault. You're the deluded one. That girl did this. The ugly, insolent outsider!
Hold on! If you hate her so much, why let her live with us? Why would you allow her to
Exactly.
stay in our lives at all? You're crazy. It doesn't make any sense. What are you? It was some plan of yours. You used her. Why? I
She's
don't
just
know.
a pawn,
But
especially to Akito.
dragged her into this mess.
How very typical. You're always so quick to make me the villain, aren't you? Now answer me. Do you love that girl? Well,
Why do
if
you?
do, then you're an idiot. What right do you have to fall in love with anyone after you killed your own mother? You're a monster, an abomination, guilty of an unforgivable sin. I won't forgive you, Kyo.
See, this is not just about his mom.
Think about it.
It's also thinking about Kyoko.
Who's the real villain here? Who really dragged her into this? Who?
It was me. It's all your fault.
No, it was
That's
not.
right. Though the
Ah.
girl's to blame too.
She's not.
This is so
It was
frustrating.
me. All me. I don't love her. No. You had it wrong. course I don't love her. Because I'm never going to fall in love. Not with anybody.
No.
Enough.
Anyone in this world
Don't let
deserves
anyone
love,
talk
it's
bad
you.
about her because of me. Not anymore.
Is that so? Alright then. I suppose I was jumping to conclusions. That's exactly right. There's no way you could love her. Nice to see you being sensible for once. You're never going to defeat Yuki anyway, so your confinement is certain.
I just want to strangle
Now cheer
Akito.
up.
Like,
Surely you can see it's for the
Akito
best.
is a redeemable character, I will
Be
say,
ashamed
in
to
some
involve
ways,
the girl more than
in
you
the
already
end. But
have.
at this point in the
Cause
anime,
of
I
anyone
just
else
want
in your
to
wretched life.
obliterate
Everyone
her
will be
so
better
bad.
off if you simply
She's just
disappear.
so awful.
And don't worry. You may be locked away, but
While
I'll
still
come
having to remember
visit.
that this is the curse
I'll
like,
keep
that
looking out
that
for
makes
you
her
like
be
I
this way
always
too.
have.
So, in
You
some
won't
ways, it
feel
ain't her
lonely
fault,
there.
but it's frustrating.
You're right. I know you're just mocking me.
But I'm not. I love you so very much, Kyo. Can't you see that?
Not in a way that's healthy.
Now try hard to be the good boy that I know you can be. Behave yourself for the little time you have left, living on the outside.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it because I feel like I couldn't say it like a lot in those moments because I just wanted to take everything in. I didn't want to speak. So I'm sorry if I just seem like I'm totally not reacting to anything, but inwardly I'm filled with so much emotions just based off of the dub alone because this is the version that just gives me way more emotions than the sub does. It's just facts. I'm not criticizing the sub, but the dub, it just gives me so many emotions. Like my chest was just like hurting so much during that part where Kyo said he loved Toru. I couldn't even speak. I was filled with so many emotions. But something I was also thinking about during that part is the fact that during the True Form arc, Toru was already in love with him as well. It's just at this point she doesn't realize that yet because later on in the manga she does say, once she fully starts to realize her feelings for him, she says that I ran after you that day because I already loved you so much. So just seeing the flashbacks of the True Form arc, I was like, during that part she was also in love with you too. So it's just like they have this love between each other that they don't speak about, but the actions just show the complete truth. And that's why I love their romance so much, is that it's a romantic development that is shown and not spoken, and it's executed so well that way. Like, it's just the best. Well, I think that's it. I want to see everything else.
I shouldn't have touched him so much. I feel disgusting. Oh, by the way, during our chat, Kyo told me he hates 𝑇𝑜𝑑𝑎𝑦. Do you think that's true?
Well, no.
Probably.
After watching this the first time, saw a comment saying that Akito's a monster for leaving the water running.
Of course.
It's not the only reason she's a monster, but it ain't cool to leave the water running.
You have to fall in love with anyone after you killed your own mother. You're a monster. Who really dragged her into this?
I know.
Everyone will be better off if you disappear.
Yeah, I know!
That's
think I
not
don't see
true.
it?
Don't
That I don't realize
believe
how
her.
many people I've hurt. Why didn't she kill me instead of herself? She would have been doing the world a favor.
No.
So why
Of course,
am I
we wouldn't
still
want her
alive?
to die, but it
Why am I still
shouldn't have been you instead.
in a world I don't deserve to be a part of? Toru? And even now, I still look for her. matter. You're not gonna change anything by protecting one little plant. There's no point when we live in a world where one person's life can be sacrificed for another's, where somebody can have everything taken from them and be trampled like this flower.
I know it's hard, and I know you're angry, but I don't think you've given up hope yet. Not every soul in this world has rejected you, Kyo, and some small part of you must realize that. So you keep fighting.
That's stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any hope. None.
Yes, you do.
I don't!
Yeah.
I don't.
Maybe not. Maybe now all looks dark.
Once you like
But hope will
fully
come again.
understand why he's so upset during that part, it's because Kyoko just died and he thinks it's his fault. It makes total sense why he's acting the way he is. Like, I always had that in the back of my mind because I know anime onlys don't know that yet, like the full extent as to why he was so destroyed during his training with Kazuma. That was the whole reason. It's because Kyoko just died, and that had to be weighing on him so freaking much because it was so fresh. I can't even imagine what he was going through, especially since not only he witnessed her death, but he thinks it's his fault that she died because he couldn't pull her out of the way when it's not. But yeah, totally understand why he's reacting the way he is right now because of that.
However much you resist it, or even trample it, however many times you're thrown into despair, hope will always return to give you strength when you need it most. You may struggle, and you may doubt, but hope will bloom.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Master. I pretended not to understand, but I actually did. I have all along, deep down. Plenty of people will reject me, but just as many will reach out a hand.
You
There
lonely,
she
kid?
is.
Even though she'll never come back.
Alright, come here, Squirt. Make a man's promise.
I couldn't keep it.
This girl is my treasure.
But she bloomed in front of me.
I've tried, but I can't help but feel like I could have done more for her.
She continued to bloom. A bright spot in the darkness. A tiny flower. Precious. So precious. My Toru!
Hold on. You're back? But why? I figured you would be gone longer. Oh no, did something
Good thing
go
he
wrong?
got out of there quick enough.
Cheek.
Yeah, that. It's fine. Just a little fight.
What? Wait, does that mean you got in a fight with Akito?
I guess I won't be going back there. Don't worry about it. I mean, I feel kind of bad because you were happy for me. But I don't care if I'm not invited. Nope. In fact, I've never cared less. You know? Wait, hold on. Were you secretly hoping that I wouldn't come back?
Of course I wasn't. Why would you even think that? I was just worried because,
It was a joke. Calm down.
Welcome back. I'm glad you're here, Kyo. Really.
I would be too.
So am I. I love you. I don't want to take anything else from you.
I'm
Or
dead.
trample the hope you offer me. I dreamed we'd find a way to be together forever. Somewhere far from here.
I won't forgive you.
But not anymore.
It would be a shame to involve the girl more than you already have.
No. I'll stop hoping that I can make you mine someday. Because I know I can.
Shut it.
But please,
It could happen though.
at least stay by my side for the time I have left.
Oh, are you hungry, Kyo? I can get started on dinner if you tell me what you want.
Fish maybe?
You got it. Time to roll up my sleeves and...
Seriously, Worry less about your sleeves and more about what your feet are doing.
Yeah, okay. Good idea.
Come on. You're hopeless, you know that? I want to be with you. Until we're separated for good. Until the very last moment.
And you will be. Like, you will. It's going to happen. So, he doesn't know that yet, but it will. That's why he should have never just given up like he is right now, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. And we know that the future that was set out for him didn't even happen, and he wasn't able to be with her, and they were able to, like, just be happy, and he got his wish when he thought all along that he did not deserve love, and he did get it because he does. Oh, I can't wait for that part, just seeing the whole ending and to see them actually just be together without the cloud of the curse hanging over them anymore. I still, like, cannot believe that we're actually just seeing their whole romance. Like, this is where it started. It's been going on all along, but it really takes off during the beach arc, specifically here, and now in the anime we're just really seeing it all play out gradually, and it's been so beautiful. I have been waiting just for this for so long, something that the original anime did not even touch upon. So it's been so nice seeing it, because they're my favorite romance ever. They're so inspirational in just how they understand each other and everything. So I'm always filled with so many emotions when I see them together, but even more so when it's during the dub. It just pulls at my heartstrings. The way that Kyo and Toru just, like, conversate with each other in the dub, there's so much of a clear emotional connection between them that I just, for the life of me, I try so hard, but I cannot feel that same emotional connection to their romance in the sub. I try, and like I said, it's nothing against the sub, because the sub is good, but the dub just really pulls out my heartstrings. It's a totally different experience that the sub just can't compare to, and I think it's because I'm just so sentimentally attached to this dub because of the fact that the original cast for the original anime dub came back for it, so there's that. So I'm a little biased, but I can't help that. I just love the dub so much more, and this episode was played out just so beautifully. All the voices in it, not just Kyo's, which I was really looking forward to, but Akito's was so good, and then Toru just sounding so sweet when she's talking to Kyo. It was so amazingly done. So this was well worth the wait. Cannot wait to just watch it over and over again. I will tell you, I will cry upon rewatch. I never cry during my reactions for some reason. I think that's just because I'm trying to, like, take everything in, but every time I rewatch them, that's when I cry. So I will probably cry later when I rewatch this, just how it happens. But I was still feeling so many emotions inwardly that you probably could not see physically. Like, my chest was just, like, hurting because I was feeling so much. So absolutely beautiful. Cannot wait for the next dub episode. The next episode is also a good one, filled with a lot of emotions, because Toru finds out the extent of the curse, which is heartbreaking to watch. So I'm sure the next one will also be really emotional in regards to the dub too, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to come out in like 2 weeks, but I'll be patiently waiting for it. I'll try to patiently wait for it at least. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime related videos and anime reactions. And also, do follow me on social media if you would like to. Those are pretty much my Fruits Basket fan pages. Those will be linked in the description box, and I'll be back really soon. Bye!